Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, where we are in the evening right now after returning from the eroded cave, and we want to take a look around the city. But first I want to take a tiny quick look into the making garden just to see if maybe Shizuna joined, but apparently not yet. Maybe later? The guard sitter also came later, and so let's talk around the town. Sounds like that couple over there is really enjoying our food. The girl especially has been very complimentary. It's nice to hear customers praise. Wait, you two? Oh, it's Kasim and Mirabelle. I'd like to thank you two again for all your support. Well, we can't take all the credit. There's still a bit to go before things wrap up. But at least the eroded caves off a terminal zone list for now. Nevertheless, this area is still being classified as a red zone, so in the meantime, I figured you'd take a moment to kick back and grab a bite. You know, I'm really not used to seeing you like this. It's my public relations outfit. I'm meeting with some top brass in the Navy later. We're also scheduled to participate in military exercises. It's normal to rest before such things, is it not? Me and Kasim are really good at switching between work mode and play mode. I'd say don't forget to charge your own batteries too. There's probably ain't much room to unwind, huh? So here, take these as a pick-me-up. Thanks. Nice, don't mind if we do. That's a favorite drink of yours, I take it. Thank you very much, Mirabelle. I'm surprised to see you making such fast friends with a divine blade of silver, right? Especially considering how she was at your fort a few months ago. Seems you're getting more popular all the time. That's right, I wasn't so sure at first, but I gave in to Van's skills of persuasion eventually. As I remember it, you forced your way onto our team. Boy, though, the food here is just divine. I've been sure to tell the waitress every chance I get. Wonder if I could make some of this back home. Not that I'm what you'd call kitchen handy. Anyway, that is to say, Gien has always treated local inns like ours with great respect. I can even remember him saying, Langport has only been able to thrive due to the contributions of people like yourselves. I just hope the man has a smooth recovery so he can visit again. I'll have all his favorite dishes prepared in celebration.
Hello there! Thank you.
Anything we still need to cook? Not really. Okay. I'm real glad Wheelie's back safe and sound, but man, where Ice Puffy? She's pretty pissed off at me for pointing it out, though. Same old Wheelie. Really. When I met up with everyone again, they all greeted me with smiles like nothing had changed. Nobody was even angry at me, just worried. I'm so sorry, Aaron, I can't believe what I've done. Told you, it's all behind us now. Just remember to rely on your friends and help them in return. That's the best way to make up for it. Right, I understand. The 4SPG request fee, I already arranged for the mirror to be sent to your account. I promise I'll pay back every bit of that 500,000 mirror Aaron gave me, and I work extra hard to do it too. I don't want to ever cause trouble for my friends again. I've been a bit concerned about the children as of late, so I just returned from visiting some of the homes around the neighborhood. They were all overjoyed about the homemade snacks I brought along. Seeing them in such high spirits was certainly enough to put me at ease. Today's meetings weren't so bad after all. I guess everything really did turn out better than I hoped. I just need to have more faith in myself. Maybe I don't need to rely on the goddess for every... Nope, I can't even pretend. Dear goddess, please make sure I get through tomorrow unscathed.
Heavenly Mother, please, watch.
While the citizen of Langport may fear Heiyue, they have no choice but to rely heavily on its governance. Of course, I have no place to say whether such a thing is good or bad. It's only an observation I've made as a third party. The role of a church is simply to guide those living here to seek the protection of our Heavenly Mother.
Oh, did you hurt something?
No, thank you.
Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
There's something very familiar about all this. Even with the benefit of space and time, it seems my body still remembers how ill at ease I felt. I suppose you all must have a role to play in this incident as well. Please try and stay safe, alright? I've been acquainted with the elders of Heiyue for ages now, but I prefer not to concern myself with their current internal strife. My priority, as ever, is to provide quality and stable care for all my patients, no matter their standing. That's all there is to it.
Oh, did you hurt something?
Man, I figured I'd finally be able to get a win on Jack with 7 hearts, but I haven't won a single match yet, damn it. Guess it's time to drown my sorrows. Hey dog, bring me another beer, what dear? Right away, sir. Who is that? You don't even work here. I sent Lee off to talk to Sid and the others. Thought that she needed to apologize to them. Well, anyway, I'm just glad we got everything settled. Thanks, Hal. You really helped us out back there. Yeah, the only bit was gamblers because of you. Here's hoping they don't bother anyone else for a while. But hey, even if they do try to make a comeback, I'll be here to put them back in their place. This place's ties to Heiyue don't run as deep as some of the others in town. That's just the way Poisson likes it. It's somewhere we can forget the problems of the world for a bit and just enjoy some booze. There's no better place to relax. We had a bunch of naval officers stop by for drinks lately. I guess because they've been doing some large-scale drills in the area? They may not be as rowdy as your average sailor, but I still find it hard to relax when they're around. It's too bad Lee got caught up in all this because of the Light family. Well, at least she's safe now. Hal seems pretty happy about it too. Damn, Van, I wasn't expecting you to fish up a divine blade at the eroded cave. What was it you called it? The unclouded eye? Seems like it could come in pretty handy when gambling. We already heard from these other guys that yes, it did. I'm sure you're already aware that the eroded cave tours are on break. Wait, that's not true at all. I've been making trips over there like usual. Not really sure why I said that, to be honest. Don't know what came over me. I heard that someone was spotted over at TLoH. That place used to be a mining area, you know. It's actually where I met my wife, goddess rest her soul. Concerned whoever the person is will only try to make a mess of things. Took care of those guys already.
Last year sure was rough.
I may not know what you plan on doing, but I'm sure you have what's best for Langport in mind. I know how reliable you youngsters are, but just make sure to take care of yourselves out there. No worries needed, ma'am. Just you wait, everything's gonna be just fine. We don't know for sure how it'll go down though. Just try and avoid Newtown for the time being, alright?
come on in and eat your...
Wow, you lot look exhausted. Well, maybe some of my food can help you out. I've got a whole buffet today. There's deep fried scorpion with duck's blood, smoked snake meat, all of it's sure to put the pep back in your step. Oh, you make it sound so good. I've heard of those dishes before, but I've never actually had the chance to try them. Last time we had the opportunity, Kugane came in just to spoil all my fun.
We get a lot of requests for this next song, and it's... My stuff can't be beat. I'll be waiting for you.
First Van Darren and now Lady Ashen. I know I said I'd give my life to protect her, but the family steward told me to cool my head. He ordered me stand on guard duty for now. Let us handle it. We'll make sure she gets back safely.
Ooh,
I'm
this
curious
looks
to
like
see
a
how
good
well
fishing
I'll
spot.
perform. This must be the eastern quarter to what's going to happen.
You know, I'm starting to think you only show up in Langport when trouble's afoot. At least there doesn't seem to be any major incident on the surface this time. Anyway, you just be careful, Van. Yeah, I appreciate your warning, old-timer.
Alrighty.
What'll it be? Thank you. What'll it be? Thank you.
And you'll never guess. You're free to take a gander at my wares.
I thought that a person's level of reading comprehension is dependent on how many books they've read before the age of 15. That's why I read so much. It's not just because I sell books. Reading helps me understand the world better.
I take great pride in all my merchandise. Shishye!
Hey Aaron, mind helping me train sometime soon? With with the whole Lu family in danger right now, I want to make sure I'm strong enough to help. You sure seem a lot more fired up than usual. Alright, I don't mind giving you a few pointers. Still, don't feel like you need to jump into the fray. You have plenty more opportunities to show what you're made of in the future.
Step right up.
I can personally confirm the potency of all our fermented goods. You're guaranteed to be satisfied with our product, although I understand that the smells can be a bit off-putting. But you never know how good it is until you try it, so why not give it a little taste test?
Take all the time you need. Be seeing you.
Where's your next?
I wanted to stop by the Great Spire observation deck on our way home from shopping, but they aren't letting anyone in right now. My daughter was really looking forward to it too. Oh well.
Indeed.
We can't go to the observation deck? Oh, I wanted to see the sunset.
Hey, friend. Got something you...
I'm planning to develop some Moshette products to go along with my Moshi line. What do you mean that's plagiarism? How rude! Look at those cute little money-making eyes of his. Would those eyes lie?
Ah, I got some good stuff. Thanks as always.
My noodles are the best in town.
Making noodles by hand is not only difficult, but requires careful technique as well. The craft takes a lot of skill. I'm hoping to learn all I can from my master so I can do it myself someday.
What'll you have? Come again.
Probably nothing special, but just
Why don't we see?
to check again.
I can barely contain myself.
Thank you again for your help getting the Dragon Chariot back. Now the auction can move forward as planned. We've already finished making our preparations, so all that's left is to greet the bidders. Now to make absolutely sure the auction goes smoothly.
Why don't we see?
Everyone in the field is so enthusiastic and kind, actors and staff alike. I wish more people would come to appreciate not only your theater, but its acting troupe as well. Perhaps I do my part to spread the good word. Didn't you want to do that last game already? We still don't know all the facts about this tax evasion issue, but I'm just finding it a little hard to believe. When I first started working here, Fun would often give me some words of encouragement, especially when he saw me struggling with patrons. Needless to say, I've had a good impression of the Lu family ever since.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
Oh, wow! It's back!
We always put everything we have into giving our patrons a memorable experience. Even when I'm on stage, I pray that my dance moves give the audience respite from their everyday struggles. I know I shouldn't get bogged down in comparing myself to others, but how else am I supposed to grow as a performer? That's just something Linz was lecturing about earlier. Well, whatever. I have my own strengths to bring to the table. As long as I work hard, I'll be able to bring smiles to all our patrons' faces. Damn, talk about a nice car. Yeah, no kidding. I think we're going ahead with the auction still. Can't even imagine how much the highest bid will be. Hey, maybe we can pool our mirror together to buy it? Are you crazy? It would take both our lifetimes combined to make money like that. Oh man, I wonder what the selling price will be. Might have to pay a little to attend the auction, but who cares? Giving a few meals is nothing. Sheesh, Downey never changes, huh? Always spouting the first thing that comes to mind. The guy just never thinks before he acts. Honestly, he's the same when we're racing too. What a handful. I think I've never been back here.
It's just as gorgeous as I imagined.
At least outside a cutscene. It's been a year and a half since my husband moved to Langport for work, and I'm still completely enamored with Eastern culture. I'm a stay-at-home wife, so I can take little day trips while my husband is away. Although I should probably head home so I can prepare dinner.
Why don't we see? Why don't we see?
5 more minutes. Mommy's like a bear when it's winter. She sleeps a whole bunch. Actually, I'm pretty tired too. Maybe I should call Dad to pick us up.
You there? How's...
You know, I want to go check out that newsstand over by the department store, but it's completely disappeared. Ask around to see if anyone knew what happened to the place, and apparently we had our shop seized by the police. Not really sure why, but I guess that's one less rival for me to worry about. You're welcome.
Would you care for a Monto? Do you really mean that?
That new stall already closed up shop. Guess the pasta guy freaked out over nothing. I mean, he was all like, "It's going to impact our futures" and stuff. But all the other stands have packed up and left, and his stuff's selling like hotcakes as usual. Status quo remains unchanged.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
This is an adequate
I'm
spot for
curious to see
fishing.
how well I'll perform. I bet I can catch a big one here. Welcome.
Oh, we've been slammed with customers for the last hour. A lot of people have been looking for restaurants to eat at after finding out the Great Spire's been closed off. I love our food though. Makes me so happy to see everyone enjoying it.
How can I help you? Please come again.
This is positive.
A bracer came by on his rounds a little while ago. He gave me some thoughtful advice on how to stay calm about the future. He also reminded me that our restaurant draws on long light for inspiration. That means our connections to Heyu don't run very deep. I'm glad that seems to be working in our favor still. I hope nothing serious comes from all this.
Well...
Okay. Very unusual that an NPC is in a locked off building. But there we are. He's actually moving, I mean. In regard to Heyo's recent internal conflict, the guild's been taking a wait-and-see approach. It doesn't seem like they have any intent to harm civilians, but you just want to make sure nobody's caught in the crossfire. We do intend to go back to making our normal ones soon though. Heyo has a pretty deep-rooted presence in Langport. Even though the citizens fear them, they also rely on them. They planted that seed of trust long ago and have shown themselves to be quite capable of ruling from the shadows. That's why everyone's so anxious now. Either way, our priority will always be to protect civilians. We'll be on full alert until the threat dies down. The fact that Heyu is in such a sovereign position really leaves our hands tied. Honestly, it's been very frustrating. That's why I've had to put my faith in Hornet, despite his lack of experience. And Cao Lee as well. Her having achieved B rank at such a young age is a testament to her skill. I tend to hear a lot of gossip in my line of work. Guess it just comes with the territory. The business of Heyo seems to be the talk of town lately, although it hasn't really affected average citizens yet. They've got their hands in both politics and local industries though. Can't help wondering how it'll all shake out in the end. No, I don't want to go to the Spire yet. Alright, but I show that off next episode when we actually enter the tower. For today I skip it. I was supposed to have a business meeting this evening, but as you can see the Great Spire isn't letting anyone in at the moment. Of all times to get held up like this. Given what's going on with Heyo right now, I was hoping we could finalize everything as soon as possible. I've been trying to catch a bus so I can make it to a business meeting. Will it even get me there on time? We were originally supposed to meet at the Great Spire, but they decided to change the venue to a hotel on the outskirts of town. Not that I mind or anything, I just wish they would have told me sooner. Yes, I'm afraid you won't be able to use the ticket gate to enter the Great Spire at the moment. You have to find another set of gates elsewhere. They got a cop to play tour guide? Damn, he must have it rough. Oh, it's you. Nah, they just wanted to know what was going on. A lot of the residents have been pretty confused about all the trouble lately. As a police officer, it's my job to give them reassurance. But actually, I was just in the middle of investigating that whole business with Fan Lu. I came out to catch a break and suddenly I was ambushed. Fan, do you know what's gonna happen to him? I'm not at liberty to discuss any details, unfortunately. All I can say is that he's denying the charges at the moment. But if it's any consolation, I fully intend to hear the man out in the matter, without any personal bias. So I'll try not to worry, Aaron. Thanks.
Very well.
There's a lot of things that haven't been adding up since Fan's arrest. Actually, I wonder if a Great Spire being set up has something to do with all this. Wow, this guy's pretty sharp, huh? Especially considering we've been using talismans to warp everyone's senses. Yeah, that was quick to pick up on Marta's involvement last year as well. I'm guessing he's just more experienced than the rest of the force.
Why don't we see?
I mean to pray for Fan Darren's release and Kian's recovery, but I still have a number of duties to perform. The receptionist is the face of our establishment. I don't have the luxury of appearing depressed to the public. My company would like to start developing supplements that use high-quality vegetables as their base, instead of Eastern herbal roots. We believe it could be popular with the younger generations, and those still in the working world. I know I can trust in Hongfa, that's why I brought him along for the negotiations, but with the Great Spire being closed. Kim's been very proactive about finding financing for his company's new supplement idea. However, the Kowloon Financial Bank has seen their stock price drop rather suddenly recently. I suspect negotiations will be stalled for the moment.
That's the direction the government's going.
Oh, it's you. I heard about what happened at the eroded cave. Honestly, it sounds like it made for a rather unusual situation. Yeah, well, it doesn't exactly take a scientist to warp people's perception of some talismans. Neither does it may Maddox's risk assessment AI continues to classify the area as a red zone. I suppose I'll just have to see how this all plays out until the alert is lifted. I'm curious as to how Almata's legacy relates to all this. Anyway, it seems that we caught you in the middle of tea time. I'm a little surprised I'm not drinking coffee actually. I can certainly understand why. That always seemed to be his preferred drink back in Basel. Well, this is Eastern tea. I figured if I was going to come all the way to Langport, I may as well sample the local beverage. Also, my father was quite fond of his drink in particular. He drank it regularly throughout his life. Now that you mention it, your parents were from Langport, weren't they? I feel like I remember you saying you moved to Basel when you were still a child. I think you mentioned it during last year's Revolution Festival? You must have fond memories of your father and his tea? It seems you have quite the memory. I typically don't dedicate much time to what things that fail to pique my interest, but I suppose I'll have to remain here in the meantime, but to see what becomes of our mother's legacy.
Can't help but worry about the goings-on here.
Alright, if memory serves, tonight's supposed to be the auction for Red Star's Dragon Chariot. It's a luxury car that acts as a main draw for the Lunar New Festival. I'm more of a race car guy myself, but I wonder if they let me work on a Dragon Chariot if I was an engineer with them.
Allow me to assist.
Welcome. Thank you for visiting the Kowloon department store. We hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Langport has to offer.
Hope to see you again.
Procure a lot of plugins.
maintenance mode.
Don't worry, Citri's got your back. New skill added.
Modifying your orbment, are you? Shifting.
Initiate. Don't worry.
Modifying your orbment, are you? That's a single element slot. New shard skill added. Skills updated. Better check them out.
Initiate. Don't worry, Citri's got your back.
Maintenance mode activated. That's a single element slot.
Maintenance mode engaged. Looks like a new shard skill.
But this is a scent. I don't want scent, preferably on Feri.
Shard skills updated.
Welcome.
Our shop supplies training equipment to a dojo over in the second ward in the eastern quarter. They have been one of our most important customers since way back. Plus we're always getting business from their former students too. In other words, they fully endorse our product. Why don't you buy one of our traditional weapons as a souvenir? Well, I guess we've got no choice but to buy one. If you want one so bad, pay with your own mirror.
What'll it be?
Welcome. Thank you for visiting the Cao Lee department store. We hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Langport has to offer. Thank you for visiting the Cao Lee department.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Langport has to offer.
What'll it be?
Ah, you have an upgrade to a weapon.
Thank you.
Good. Oh, evening already. At least business lasted through the day. This department store is run by the Cao Lee group, so I'm sure you can imagine why I'd be nervous about where things are headed. I just wish they'd contact me to let me know what to expect. I think they don't know themselves.
What would you like?
Hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Langport has to offer.
Please stop by again sometime.
It's funny to think I've been working at this department store for over 10 years now. Funny enough, I'm not even from the East. I haven't regretted moving here for a minute though. I've seen so many amazing sights and made so many wonderful memories. But I don't pay any mind at all to those nasty rumors about Langport. Refuse to allow the good be overshadowed by the bad.
Welcome.
Oh, please take as much time as you need.
Department store. We hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Langport
I hope to
has
see you
offer.
again.
Apparently Professor Hamilton designed the Great Spire so that it could operate specifically as a trade center. I'd hoped they might stop by the observation deck again before heading home to Libel, but it seems they're not admitting anyone inside right now. Oh well, I need to get a few souvenirs for wife and kids anyway.
So...
Welcome.
I was able to get off early today, so I figured I'd take a chance to make dinner tonight. I don't usually get the opportunity because I get home so late. The clerk even gave me a few recommendations for ingredients just now. I'm really looking forward to it.
Langport has to offer.
Man, that movie was kick-ass.
Apparently the Great Spire's been made off limits. Our customers have been complaining since they can't visit the observation deck. My boss certainly isn't in a fuss about it though. Thanks to all that, we've been getting an upswing in business.
Allow me to assist.
Sharkferno. Van headed into this theater with his company of choice. This story is set at a well-known campsite in a tranquil forest in which, for many weeks, a number of inexplicable accidents have occurred. Several people fall victim to localized forest fires, yet that charred remains show signs of assault by some kind of fearsome predator. A park ranger named Daybreak makes an appeal to delay the mountaineering season until they can determine the cause of these strange incidents. However, the mayor, who values the money brought in from tourism over safety, cuts off the investigation and opens the mountain to climbers. Amidst all this, Rick reaches out to an old zoologist friend of his named Lisa to help him continue his investigation. By the time they realize all the victims were killed by a flame monster from local folklore, it's already too late. Just as the numerous campers are starting to enjoy themselves, the titular Sharkferno appears.
Why is this happening? And on the day we opened up the mountain, no less. Everyone, please remain calm. We aren't in any danger, so please don't be as...
Oh no! It got the mayor! Oh, we have to do something, Brick, or we'll be next!
If this is anything like the old-timers' folktale, we might be able to kill it by snuffing out its flames! Look, a tank of nitrogen! If we destroy that, the monster will be as good as toast! But it's so far away! How are we?
Leave that part to me. I've got a plan.
What the? Hey, why the hell did you cut your palm? How's that a plan?
If you paid any attention in school, you'd know sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. I'm gonna lure it away. Oh, bet you never thought a zoologist could be so gutsy. Well, I'm tougher than I look.
I'll say, you're one hell of a woman, Lisa, and I'm glad to know your head's still screwed on tight. Okay, let's smother that oversized matchstick once and for all! Smile, you son of a bitch!
Why would the mayor open up the mountains to the public with a wild animal on the loose? Should be ashamed of himself. Any mayor who doesn't put their people's interests first isn't fit for the job. Good thing they had heroes like Brick and Lisa who could swoop in and save the day. They probably could have stopped the problem before it got out of hand if the mayor hadn't gotten in the way of the investigation. Though there might not have been any way around it. Why's that? Because of an unwritten rule of society. Influential landowners will always deny the existence of ferocious man-eating sharks. Huh. And if they had acknowledged it, they wouldn't have stopped the investigation. They could have wrapped the shark problem up sooner. Maybe shark movies are deeper than I thought. The people in Calvert sure do make fun movies. That was awesome. It's normally easy to tell a good B movie from a bad one. I like watching them, even if it's a toss-up whether I have a good time or not. Sadly, other B movies these days are just blatant rip-offs of other films. They pick a theme similar to some big blockbuster, give it a misleading title and make a B movie out of it. They call them mockbusters. Interesting. I guess people having the freedom to make whatever they want can be a good or bad thing. Well, I'm no expert in the art of filmmaking, but I think all creative-minded people need something that can light a spark of inspiration. When people put their all into their work, even if it's derivative, it can still result in a product that's satisfying for the audience. Does it make any sense? That's some pretty profound insight. Can't believe you got all that from watching a shark movie. I'm just fascinated by film culture, that's all. Still, you're not gonna create a classic if you're just imitating others. That must be why mockbusters never stack up to the originals. Since we have Shizuna with us, can we equip her? Does she have costumes? We have all this silly stuff, but we have nothing specifically for her right now. Then... With a great spire shut down, I figured I might as well leave work early today. Although I'm still on call in case something needs my attention. Just want to see who that is that we missed. Good. That leaves the harbor. No matter how thorough we attempt to be, Hey will still manage to skirt the regulations. This uproar isn't going to affect them one bit. We're going to need to keep a better eye on them from here on out.
Very well. Why don't we see?
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
I'm curious to see how well I'll perform.
That's all very much for today. Thanks for helping getting it loaded. Just wish the space wasn't so compact. Takes forever to get things squared away. Maybe we ought to start asking for more mirror? Got a new scam you want to talk about? You may be a crafty one, but I'm the guy who puts your plans into actions.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
I'm curious to see how well I'll perform.
We got us another big haul today. Seems like our golf's just swarming with fish. You know, considering already out and about, but I'll take on a little night fishing. It's been a while since I had a chance. Whatever grandkids will need help anytime soon. Actually, I should give them a call first.
Very well. Why don't we see?
Okay.
Because there's nothing to see, I guess? While as in my home country as some are economic rivals, however our trade systems function very similarly. That's why we not only have to make sure to maintain good relations with Calvert, but to keep a close eye on trends in each nation as well. I know there's a whole lot of social upheaval going on right now, but who wants to think about that? I just want to play some B-Bomber, no better way to relieve stress, you know? Last year I got in a mix-up of a few gangsters over some junk I happened to pick up. I've been more careful about the stuff I sell ever since. Don't want that kind of mess coming my way again.
Well,
Take a look if you want. Thanks.
Yeah, and then these gangsters got killed, right? I'm noticing that Anson Glaske keeps getting loaned out to other departments all by himself lately. You've been told there's rumors going on that he's been selling munitions on the black market. You'd think he'd try to be a little less conspicuous about it. Central East seems to be doing quite well these days. I'm just glad the trade routes we've established with them have no involvement with Feri.
Very well.
And we went in the second ward, right?
heading to the objective.
Langport's been dealing with a lot of issues lately, despite that the second ward is still as lovely as ever. It just has this lived-in feel to it, you know? Like you've stepped into another era, and the townspeople only add to the atmosphere. I find the first ward charming as well, but the second ward is simply bursting with life.
Second ward has its charms too.
What a cute little tail fin.
This last batch of fish have a more unique-looking pattern than I thought. Well, I guess this means the experiment worked. As long as I'm careful in raising them, I should be able to start selling them as a separate breed. Oh, sorry. Seems I got a bit lost in thought for a moment there. I was just checking on whether my crossbreeding worked. See that? Getting goldfish to pass on 3 color patterns is incredibly difficult. But it seems I managed it just fine. Can't wait for Mei Jin and the others to see. Maybe it'll make for a nice distraction from all the stuff that's going on. I'm glad Mei Jin was able to make it through the cook-off without any issues, but I don't think it did very much to ease everyone's worries about Langport. I mean, the Lu family is in such a tight spot now. Hope Mei Jin doesn't have to deal with any extra hardship because of it. I just want things to be peaceful again, so we can relax and enjoy the goldfish, you know?
What can I get for you? Hope it's to your satisfaction. What can I get for you? Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Let's see here.
Welcome to Life Oof.
I can't imagine what will happen to Langport after all this. Well, come with me. I'll do everything in my power to protect not only Tian, but the restaurant our father left us as well. I'm sure we'll be fine. After all, I've spent the last 2 years fending off the Life family. We'll get through this.
What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
Oh wow, this food is really good. So these are the flavors of the East, huh? Yes, it's delicious. You can tell the chef has a lot of pride in their craft. To think such a crucial food could come from an everyday restaurant. Just how did they manage to bring out these flavors? Perhaps the chef has extraordinary skill, or maybe the ingredients were really fresh today? I suppose it's no surprise everyone's been raving about their food lately. But why don't you think that townsfolk seem a bit worked up about something? Yeah, I've noticed that too. I think I've heard someone mention the Lai and the Lu families. Oh, aren't they a part of Heiyue? You know, perhaps it's time we start heading back to our hotel. We've already finished making all the purchases we needed to, so we thought it might be nice to have some dinner. The food here is wonderful, but I can't help worrying about the state of Langport at the moment. I may be an outsider, but even I can tell the whole Heiyue situation is nothing to involve myself with. I can't very well risk exposing Sinem and Monier to harm either, so I think we'll be heading back to our hotel a bit earlier tonight. I heard this whole town is under the control of an eastern syndicate called Heiyue. I thought this trip would just be about sightseeing, but I guess there's more than one side of Langport. We don't have anything to do with Heiyue, but still, I hope we don't get wrapped up in anything. My sister told me she'd do anything to protect our restaurant, so I've got to do the same. I really hope I can grow up to be as good a chef as she is. But it's not just her cooking skills that amaze me, she's got the perfect personality for running a restaurant. That's why I want to help her protect all, and I do my best to learn from her along the way. It's been a while since I last worked for Front. I'm glad I get the chance to meet such interesting people again. Sitting in one place for so long is starting to take a toll on these old bones though. Well, hopefully my back will heal itself up soon. Then I can back to teaching my Tai Shin classes. What's with that look? This body's a Tai Shin machine. Just you watch, I'll be teaching for years to come.
Indeed.
I wonder what else should I teach Wang? Obviously surfing didn't make the cut. You see, Wang taught me martial arts, so I've been wanting to teach him some other activities in exchange. Let me think, I heard the rock climbing's been taken off in the capital recently. Maybe like that? That's just as bad as surfing. Quit while you're behind, but... How this whole mess with Heiyue is going to work out is anyone's guess. After all, it's not just a Lai family problem anymore. That being said, it isn't exactly a situation we can wait to blow over. Well, I've seen my fair share of troubles at the hands of the Lai family. If I got through those, I'll get through this one too. In the meantime, I'll do what I can to get everyone on the same page, alright? So don't worry about us second ward folk.
Do me a favor and decide already. Come back whenever you like.
Hey, you heard what happened, Aaron. Never thought you were the type. Guess you really are scum. Let it go, you say, man. Can't you tell that was a bunch of bull? Just ignore him, Aaron. I know you'd never stoop that low. Yeah, don't let him get you. Looks they must have heard that rumor that's been going around. Man, that really pisses me off. Just leave it for now. But we can talk about the same thing forever, you know. I guess. If you can just talk to Lee, I'm sure she'd take it back. And she already would. I knew it was a lie. It was just a woman's intuition, but that story was sketchy as hell.
Indeed.
Sorry, I guess I got a little confused about things. I know you're not that kind of guy. Given how hard you've been working to help everyone, I doubt the rumors hold any weight. I trust you enough to know you'd never do something like that, you know? So don't let it get you down, Aaron. Heiyue's history has always been full of schemes. The elders in particular have been keen on trying to outwit one another for ages now. Some families thrived in doing so, others fell. Just look at the Lai family. The only reason they were able to obtain their position was because they elbowed out another family. Still, the scale of this incident, it's nothing I've ever seen before. I have to wonder how the young ones react upon hearing the news, like my grandchild. They don't seem to be very frightened, at least. Perhaps they will be alright in the end. Anyway, this is proof that times are indeed changing. Us old folk need to start thinking outside the box. I don't really get all the stories my grandma tells me about Feri, but I'm not scared one bit. We got lots of nice and strong people in town to help us.
Very well.
Given how much time I've spent with my Witcher patrons, I suppose it might seem a bit odd for me to say this, but I just can't see myself ever leaving the other side of town. It's home to me. Plus, I can't help feeling indebted to Town 1. And waiting for it to reopen might not be such a bad idea.
I could go for some fishing.
I'm curious to see how well I'll perform.
Nice job coming up with those ideas, Jinpei. Who'd have thought there'd be so many ways to play with bottles? Using this instrument was my favorite. Oh, but the bowling was definitely a close second. I still can't believe I didn't break. I'm glad you had fun so young. But I can't take all the credit. After all, you came up with some pretty cool ideas too. Like using them to trap fish. Actually, isn't there a book that teaches you how to do that? Really? Well, I always see fish hiding in driftwood, so I figured bottles would work the same. Was just a feeling I had, that's all. It's pretty amazing that you're as smart as an author, though. Alright, shouldn't we check on the bottle traps now? Yeah, let's go see what we got.
Well,
I always have fun playing with So Young. It's like we're always on the move. It also gives me a chance to try things I wouldn't get to otherwise. We really make a great team, Jinpei. I feel like we can do anything together. Thanks again for all your help earlier, and sorry for getting wrapped up in our family drama. It's no big deal. But taking on requests is our job. Still, that business with Cao Lee has been bugging me. Yeah, we fought him over in the eroded cave too. Definitely seems like the guy's got a few screws loose. Kasim described him as a combat fanatic. It should be noted we're still unsure of what his full strength may be. Oh, that's right. Forgot you ran into him. If it weren't for Cao Lee, my brother might have never... Well, there's no need to go on about that now. At the very least, you have broken down one barrier. Actually just got back from walking my brother to the station. He's heading to the capital. It was odd seeing the station so quiet, though. Alright, understood. Leave the patrolling to me then. Maybe I'll even pick up some information along the way. Anyway, that should give you enough time to focus on what you need. Sorry, I don't mean to put so much work on your plate. I'm a failure of a bracer, aren't I? Hey, it's fine to need a little help sometimes. It's nothing to worry yourself over. I mean, we're friends, right? I can't thank you enough, Binsui. I guess I just have to work even harder to make it up to you. Now that Feri is down for the count, it's almost like the guild is Langport's last line of defense. I do everything I can to protect the peace. I just got back from the station. It was pretty strange seeing it so quiet. Everything just felt off. When the disciples of the Giga School come together, we can do just about anything. I want to help Cao Lee out as much as I can with her bracer job. Which is why I'm trying to get the rest of us to handle some of the smaller issues for her. That way she can tackle the more important stuff. I can't believe someone in the Lu family was pulling the strings the whole time. Now I think about it, how did Cao Lee end up in service of the Lu family in the first place? What if he... Nah, it's probably best not to speculate too much. Oh, hello Aaron, Mr. Arkwright. I heard about what happened, although I only know the broad strokes. I knew he was behind the Lai family's betrayal. Sounds like you had your suspicions about Cao Lee from the start. In that case, mind filling us in? What do you know about the guy? I'm afraid there's not a great deal to tell. I only served as his master for a short period after all. But he originally began his training at the Life Family Dojo. As I'm sure you can imagine, he displayed incredible prowess for the martial arts. Seeking to own his skills even further, he decided to train at our school for some time. I believe it was about 5 years ago now. As before, he showed overwhelming proficiency with the craft, and then challenged us to a duel. I'm guessing Lilian was there at the time. That's correct. After losing the battle, my son felt the need to reject everything he had learned from himself, including the path of a warrior. Apparently, after dwelling on it for some time, he came to the conclusion that the Gekka school could no longer offer him a life he wanted. Our highest ranking pupils, our masters, none of them could best Cao Lang. However, Cao Lang clearly had no wish to take over our dojo. He simply left the battle with a dissatisfied expression on his face. And ever since, he's been trying to find someone who can give him a run for his mirror. Can't even imagine what's going on in that guy's head. Guess it doesn't really matter though. If he really is involved with this whole hero shake-up, he's gonna have to deal with me. I see you're choosing to face him then. Well, if that's your choice, I won't stand in your way. Just know that he's the most extraordinary warrior the Gekka school has ever known. Overcoming him will be far from simple. You remember this, Aaron? Show him everything you've learned thus far. Right, I make damn sure I win.
Very well.
Gambling's pretty popular in the Second Ward. In fact, we are even said to have a whole different class of gambler around here. That being said, I've been hearing a few rumors about a few gamblers who've been preying on women lately. I'm not familiar with all the details, but if you're planning to do any gambling, make sure to keep an eye out. Good, but I think we've been everywhere for today. So I would end the episode and next time we go to the Spire. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.